I was thinking about why I do coaching, and my mind went back to when I started in ministry, just when I graduated from seminary. I became the associate pastor at a rather big church in the denomination that I served then, and about 2 weeks after I started, the pastor decided to go on vacation for a full month. So I had all of 2 weeks experience in being a pastor. Somebody in church died and I had to do the funeral. But this was just not an ordinary funeral. What happened was, it was a young man that committed suicide. And I needed to comfort his family, do the funeral, take care of everything. I was totally unprepared for that. I had no experience of that whatsoever. I wish I had a coach back then that could have helped me. And then as I continued in ministry, quite often I would get into situations that I wish I could discuss with somebody that would keep it confidential, that would be willing to give me some guidance or at least help me to work through it. But I never found anybody like that. It was pretty lonely in ministry for me, and I think for most people that are in full-time ministry find that it's a pretty lonely road. And that's why I coach. So then I started as the executive director of West Pasco Habitat for Humanity. And again, I found myself in a little unfamiliar territory, and I was assigned a mentor. It did not help much. He managed a much bigger affiliate than ours was at that time, and we barely made any headway with anything because it was two totally different scenarios, and he could not truly relate to our small affiliates' problems. So again, I was on my own and struggled through it and made it through. And I wish I had a coach, but I did not. So I love helping people. I know that there is so much more potential that can be reached. I know that in many situations that full potential and excellence can be reached in a very short period of time, and what normally takes a year might only take 1 or 2 months if you had the right guidance, or if it took maybe 5 years, it might have been possible to reach it in 6 months. We've seen that happen with the right coaching. And it is just one of the things that's a passion in my life, is to help people. And coaching is that wonderful tool that I can use at this time in my life to help people that are still on this journey that I already traveled through my life. So I love coaching, and I would love to be your coach.